What do golf courses in Qatar, luxury towers in Dubai, and a meme coin explosion have in common? They are all tied to Donald Trump, not just as a US president, but as a businessman whose empire is booming across the Middle East. As Trump returns to the White House, his business deals in the Gulf are expanding at breakneck speed, raising one crucial question: is he putting America first or himself? Let's break it down. According to a CNN investigation, the Trump's family's business ties to the Middle East have more than tripled since his first term, and since reclaiming the presidency, even more projects have been announced. This week, President Trump is visiting Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE, not just as a head of state, but as the patriarch of a business empire actively pursuing deals in those same countries. But what kind of deals are we talking about? Luxury skyscrapers, sprawling golf courses, and even ventures in cryptocurrency. Many of these projects are still in the planning stages, but they represent a clear direction. The Trump brand is thriving in the Gulf. This growth hasn't gone unnoticed. Watchdog groups and ethics experts warn that such financial ties make it hard to tell if Trump is working for the country or for profit. These groups argue that foreign powers could use lucrative business deals to sway US policy, and Trump seems unfazed by the overlap. In fact, he's leaned into it. Now, Trump hasn't directly built most of these properties. The deals are mostly licensing agreements where foreign developers pay to use the Trump name. Unlike past presidents who placed their assets in blind trusts or divested from private business, Trump's businesses remain in a trust run by his children. Eric Trump, executive VP of the Trump Organization, insists there's a firewall between the presidency and the business. But a recent deal in Qatar is raising eyebrows. A Trump branded golf course there involves Dar Global, a real estate firm that bought the land from Qatari Diyar, which is backed by Qatar's sovereign wealth fund. The Trump Organization claims it has no ties to Qatar's government and is only working with the global, but critics say the overlap is hard to ignore. After the Capitol riot in 2021, Trump became toxic to many in the US business world, but his allies in the Middle East stuck by him. Within weeks, developers in the region were offering new deals. His existing ties, like with the DAMAC properties in Dubai, grew stronger. Saudi Arabia's Live Golf League even began hosting events at Trump properties. And then there is Jared Kushner. Trump's son in law received a $2 billion investment from Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund for his private equity firm. Though Kushner claims he won't return to the White House, reports suggest he's informally advising US officials on Arab relations. In Oman, the Trump brand is tied to a resort project backed by the government. Eric and Donald Jr. even dined with Oman's crown prince to celebrate the launch. The firm behind the Oman and Qatar projects, Dar Global, has since announced new plans for developments in Saudi Arabia's capital, Riyadh. And their global CEO made the company's loyalty clear, saying, "Don't stop believing in the Trump brand." Even Trump himself praised Gulf countries recently for rejecting woke cancel culture and creating a business friendly environment. Just this week, Trump posted that his administration would accept a free replacement for Air Force One, a 7478 from the Qatari royal family. The Qatari government says the gift technically comes from its Ministry of Defense to the Pentagon. The plane, according to Trump, will go to his presidential library after he leaves office. Meanwhile, Trump's crypto firm, World Liberty Financial, has received a $25 million token purchase from a UAE based company. Another Gulf backed firm, MGX, agreed to use that crypto in a $2 billion Binance investment. That sparked alarm in Washington. Senators Elizabeth Warren and Jeff Merkley are urging a government ethics investigation, saying such deals could open the US to foreign influence and even jeopardize national security. Noah Bookbinder from Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington says Gulf countries are using Trump's dual role, president and businessman, to boost their global standing. It may be a win win for them and for Trump, he said, but it's less clear if it's a win for the American people. This is a region where major military and diplomatic decisions are made, and the stakes are high. The concern is that Trump's choices may be guided less by national interest and more by personal gain. Historically, US presidents have made their first international visits to allies like Canada, Mexico, or the UK, but Trump broke tradition in 2017 and is doing it again. His first official trip in his second term is to Saudi Arabia. Back in 2017, he signed a major arms deal there. Now, the red carpet's out again, both for the US president and for a businessman with billions on the line. The only question that remains is, where does the business end and the presidency begin?